Welcome into Road America as we get set for the M&M's 100 or something. I forget what the race is called. I'm an idiot. But we get ready to rock and roll here for the fourth race of the Starburst National Tour season. Here for the M&M's America 100. First road course race of the season. And 40 drivers looking to go to victory lane this afternoon and etch their names into being the first road course winner in the Starburst National Tour. I know it's been a few weeks since our last Starburst National Tour event, as I was out sick for the past few weeks, but we're back here Sunday, a few days after, because just haven't had the time to do this, but we are finally here and ready to go. But we'll run you through the starting lineup here. Aiden Frost, your Starburst 200 winner at Daytona, grabs the pole. And alongside him, YouTube Alerts on the front row. YouTube Alerts has been going crazy since joining the field back in Kentucky. As he's on the front row. Row 2, Phoenix Calder and Jordan Pike. Then we get in row 3, Allie Rain and Dave LeClaire here this afternoon from Road America. In row 4, we got Seth Rollins in the 31 with Ruben Sparkles in 8th place in row 4. In row 5, we've got Jake Lehman and Mason Reddick will make his return this week in the number 2 Coca-Cola machine. He'll start in the 10th position here. Row 6, Milo Harrington and Jasper Quinn. Then you get in row 7, Simi Javel and Riley Maddox. Row 8, Cade Winslow and Tyler Carroll in the number 16 machine. Then we've got in row 9, that being Tiger Tom and Christopher Jenkins. And then row 10, Ryder Holt and Blake Arrows. Then we get row 11, Eric Monaco in the number 86 car for Lehman Monaco Motorsports, and Zane Mercer will start from 22nd. Starting 23rd, we got Logan Hart in the 1, and Chase Dandridge will start in 24th. Row 13, we got Caleb Storm and Wyatt Mercer. Then we get in officially row 15, or no, something's gotten messed up. Row 14, we got Caleb Wheeler and Marcus Holloway. Row 15, we got our winner last time out in Bristol, Nico Harland and Tanner Voss. Row 16, Eli Drayton and Ethan Crow. Row 17, Marissa Semethi and Noah Renwick. Row 18, Sean Vickers and Owen Strickland. Row 19, we got Jet Rolland and Brandon Kessler. And then row 20, the back row of the grid, Jace Torrance and Troy Sanderson. But we got 25 laps here this afternoon from Road America. Who will be the first road course winner in the Starburst National Tour? Put your predictions down in the chat below. But we got 25 laps, 100 miles as we get ready to rock and roll. I've been waiting to get this out to you guys for a while now, but it's just been so hard to do when I've been out sick. But we're finally back here in Road America for the fourth race of the Starburst National Tour season. And up off of the final corner now, the pace car peels into the pits. The field in the hands of Aiden Frost and YouTube Alerts. And up the hill they go and into the restart zone. And the green flag is going to wave, and we are officially underway from Road America. Down to turn 1 now for the first time. Already fanning out Zane Mercer in the background as they head down into 1. Dave LeClaire as well in the 13, diving low. 3 wide immediately for third. As so far so good, everyone survives the first corner here at Road America. As YouTube Alerts a little wide, you'll see them run a little wide as they're still trying to learn kind of the track right now, as they only got their 2 laps of qualifying. Other than that, they have had no practice on this track. But this is the next corner that's going to be interesting, is this heavy braking zone as Aiden Frost is clear to the lead. Yeah, onto the brakes right here. This is a big braking zone. And big crash in the back! Zane Mercer, Tiger Tom got a big piece of it. Christopher Jenkins got spun around in that. No caution, though, on the track is heavy damage for Tiger Tom and Zane Mercer. But everyone keeps it going. Heavy front end damage there for Zane Mercer. You see the rear end damage as well on Tiger Tom in the 25 car, and front end damage too. See, they'll go wide in the some of these corners. Now into the carousel they go under the Speedville sign. But Aiden Frost leading the way, trying to be the first multi-race winner in the Starburst National Tour. Aiden Frost comes into this race 9th in the point standings. He's got Jordan Pike behind. Pike, we know, crashed it late on in Bristol, which ultimately ended up setting up the race for Nico Harlan to kind of win. But then you got YouTube Alerts still down in 3rd. Dave Leclerc jumped up to 4th after starting 6th, so a great start for him. But 25 laps. Oh, it's Phoenix Calder very wide off into the gravel. Goes the 83 in the final corner there. Kind of held up Seth Rollins, but lap number 1 in the books here from Road America. Phoenix Calder very wide there in the final corner. 3 wide on the main straight, but Harrington comes out in front of it all. Down to turn 1. Ruben Sparkles on the inside there. Tiger Tom, you see, staying out, pushing, even with that damage, pushing on long. See Zane Mercer's in the pits. They're going to try and repair the damage. Noah Renwick, Tanner Voss in the back. Zane Mercer getting back up onto the track, it looks like here. How about Mason Reddick up to 6th after starting 10th? Great start for Mason Reddick in his return to the Starburst National Tour. Phoenix Calder, Jasper Quinn side by side outside the top 10. Simi Javel, teammate here to Riley Maddox. Looked like they were going to be a fight, but no fight actually happens here. Yeah, Wyatt Mercer back in the 27 after filling in for Mason Reddick the last few weeks in that number 2. Wyatt Mercer now in the number 27 car, back part-time this year, as his only other start was at Daytona in the Busch Battles, I'm pretty sure, if I remember back correctly. But Aiden Frost has himself a pretty good gap right now to Jordan Pike, as Pike not really super close to him at the moment. Jake Lehman's also as well had a solid season to this point, coming in 10th in the points in that Auto Trader number 88 for Lehman Monaco Motorsports. But it's a tie for the championship lead coming into this week with Seth Rollins in the 31 and Cade Winslow. Right now, Seth Rollins in the 9th position, doing himself a great run early as he's trying to go after Milo Harrington. Cade Winslow isn't even doing that bad, just running outside the top 15 right now. But lap number 2 in the books. Tiger Tom now will come into the pits in the 25 car as they'll race up the hill. Milo Harrington on Jake Lehman. Dave Leclerc catching up to YouTube Alerts on them all, but fastest lap so far is the 20 of Allie Rain, who ran a 1:59.7. You see Dave Leclerc all over YouTube Alerts here for 3rd place. Does he pull out a line and make a move here for the 3rd position into the hard braking zone? He is. Dave Leclerc up the inside. We've seen so far this season, Dave Leclerc, he's done all right. He had himself a really strong run at Kentucky a few weeks back, and having himself another strong run early here from Road America so far. Allie Rain right here on the bumper of Dave Leclerc now as he went a little wide, so he has to defend the 20 of Allie Rain. Onto the brakes he goes. Oh, and you saw Mason Reddick there going a little wide in the 2. Ruben Sparkles is a little wide, you see. And as the tires go on, you see Cade Winslow there. As the tires get older, they are going to run even more wide. As Tiger Tom back up onto the racetrack, they've full on repaired that 25 car. As Jordan Pike's trying to close up here to the 17 car. Yeah, Jordan Pike's start of the year has not been ideal. Trying to turn things around here this afternoon from Road America. as their teammates for the Blue Oval Performance Racing Group. And then you got Dave Leclerc as well. So Blue Oval doing a really nice job here early on. Jasper Quinn just outside the top 10, and then the only one not up here, Noah Renwick, who's kind of been that main driver so far this season for that team. He is just outside there, well, he's out back actually, not just outside. He is out back, but 3 laps in the books here early. Ali Rain still fastest lap of the day. Mason Reddick all over Ali Rain here. Can Reddick try and get up into the top 5? Now, pit stops are questionable. I don't know if we're going to see pit stops. Not Tyler Carroll doing a nice job here in the 16. Trying to get up past Jasper Quinn for what will be the 12th position here. Started in 16th place and is now battling for 12th place here with Jasper Quinn in the number 64 car. And just up behind Tyler Carroll, that's Riley Maddox in the 8 car, who Maddox this year has really struggled in that number 8. Same with Brandon Kessler. Full-time guys who've struggled. Is Maddox going to look to the inside of Carroll? Can't quite get there, though, is that Sprite number 8. As we run through the field here, and it's kind of all single file. You see battling further back Jet Rell and Troy Sanderson. Yeah, it's about 2 minutes to do a lap time here around Road America. And then once obviously the tires start wearing, they'll get longer and longer. But so far, pretty calm and clean day here early. Phoenix Calder now up into the top 10 once again as he gets up past Ruben Sparkles. Calder started in 3rd place, mind you, but went wide in the final corner on the opening lap, which ended up costing him multiple positions. And dropped him outside of the top 10. Now Ruben Sparkles going to look up the inside onto the heavy braking zone here as they battle it out for the 10th position. And Sparkles will get past Phoenix Calder, as they're both Dodgers, but they're not teammates. Phoenix Calder for Evergreen Motorsports has had himself an up and down kind of season, you could kind of say. The first couple of races, sitting 12th in the point standings coming into this week in Road America. Obviously, Ruben Sparkles in the 18 car coming in 14th in points. Ruben Sparkles last time out got a season best finish of 2nd place at Bristol. Came just so close to coming home with that victory at the last great Coliseum. As battling it out, it's Carroll and Quinn again. And I think Tyler Carroll will get him this time. Yeah, Carroll cleared to 12th, and Riley Maddox is well going to try and follow fellow Toyota of Tyler Carroll through and get up into the 13th places. Onto the brakes they go. And then Cade Winslow, we know, right up here watching kind of in the background. Eric Monacos, Simi Jabel just back here as well. Back up front, Jordan Pike, YouTube Alerts, and these guys starting to run down Aiden Frost a little bit. Gap was 1.1 at the line last time by. Yeah, it's all single file. Ruben Sparkles back up into the top 10. Simi Javel and Eric Monaco battling it out here for the 15th position, or 16th place actually. I'm pretty sure. Marcus Holloway getting ahead of Chase Dandridge, and he's going to even have a run here on Simi Javel, who kind of checked up there as him and Ryder Holt were battling. Dandridge as well, sitting up behind Marcus Holloway. Oh, really great exit there for Simi Javel to get up back past Marcus Holloway. Great overtake for that Dr. Pepper number 4. Winslow and Maddox now battling it out. This is for the 14th position. And Maddox will hang on up and over the hill. YouTube Alerts all over the back here of Jordan Pike. Oh, he's gone wide though a little bit. Sent it, and here comes Dave Leclerc now in the 13. Could have an opportunity here to get 3rd place. Dave Leclerc is going to take it, and up into 3rd place is Dave Leclerc. But YouTube Alert's actually still there. They're going to be side by side onto the braking zone here. And Leclerc will clear YouTube alerts for third. So Dave Leclerc continuing to move up the grid now, up into third place. Great stuff for this number 13 here with 20 to go from Road America. Now he sets his sights on, it's now a Blue Oval Racing Group, 1, 2, 3. Aiden Frost, Jordan Pike, and Dave Leclerc. Seth Rollins all over Milo Harrington here as this battle for 8th place starts to heat up. Tyler Carroll's gotten past Phoenix Calder for 11th, so a great start here for Tyler Carroll as well. Up 5 positions from the start. As Carroll's had himself a solid year, coming in 6th into the points here this weekend in Road America and doing a solid job early on in this race. As the field really starting to spread out now. All 40 drivers still running. Fastest lap YouTube alerts in that number 08 car with a 1:59.399. Jordan Pike a lot better through the final corner than Aiden Frost, it's showing, as up the hill, and big run for Jordan Pike actually down the front straightaway and up the hill. And at the line, the gap is down to 7/10. This is the lowest it's been so far all race here on lap 7, as he sets his sights on Aiden Frost trying to get to him. Yeah, mainly all single five. You see back here, Caleb Storm, Sean Vickers battling it out all the way back there. That is for 24th place. Now, Nico Harley, your winner a few weeks ago from Bristol. Back here in 22nd, it looks like. And Blake Arrows actually goes wide. So Harlan will get by Arrows. We know part-time in the 68. He filled in for Owen Strickland a few weeks ago in Kentucky as well. But this is everyone's first road course race. As YouTube alerts must have made a mistake as he's dropped back to Alley Rain. And I mean, Dave Leclerc has kind of pulled away. But early on this year, it's looking like Blue Oval Performance Group is the dominant team, it looks like, or is the team to beat, or at least right now here at Road America in these opening laps. As we look back to see our winner from Kentucky about a month ago, it's been since we were at Kentucky, Christopher Jenkins. We know so far this year, 16th in points, not a great start to the year. The 32 obviously won Kentucky, so he has had some ups and downs, but early on, not doing a nice job, running 35th at the moment. Really struggling here from Road America in the opening parts of this race. Already on lap 7, though. And up the hill, you see Aiden Frost again goes a little wide, but Pike as well. And Dave Leclerc trying to get momentum as well. Trying to get up to your race leaders. Down to half a second now. As you could just tell, they're starting to run down Aiden Frost a little bit. 7 laps in the books here from Road America. 18 to go here in the M&M's America 100. Milo Harrington going after Jake Lehman for 7th place. This is a big battle, and Harrington is clear to 7th place. Seth Rollins now going to try and follow through on Jake Lehman here, and he is going to try and get past, and he will clear him. So Lehman will lose 2 positions here. Seth Rollins now in 31 looks a little bit out of line, but doesn't quite go for the overtake on Milo Harrington. Jordan Pike is all over Aiden Frost. Can Pike get by? On to the brakes into these next few couple of corners, into the carousel, through this under the Speedville sign. It's a Ford 1-2-3 right now. Milo Harrington now has taken the fastest lap away in the number 96 car for Primeline Motorsports. Let's ride on board here with Jordan Pike as he sets his sights on Aiden Frost. Riley Rain and Mason Reddick, but you can kind of tell Aiden Frost kind of pulled away a little bit this last time by. On board now with Dave Leclerc as they head onto the brakes for turn 1. And actually, Jake Lehman got back past Seth Rollins for 8th place. But 8 laps in the books here from Road America, 17 to go for the 17 car of Aiden Frost, who has led this whole race so far. Can he lead from start to finish? No one has done that yet this season. I mean, Jordan Pike, he's really struggled this year in the 11. Best finish so far this season is 12th place at Daytona. So Pike has a lot to learn. And I mean, he's doing well though on the road course right now, looks like, here from Road America. Maybe if he can win this race, it would jump him up massively in the point standings. But it would really do the same for any of these guys at the moment. But look at how close Jordan Pike is. If Frost makes a mistake, he could have an opportunity to get by. Into the final corner. Pike goes higher than Frost as Pike went wide. Maybe the dirty air costed him, as it's going to allow Frost to kind of pull away down the main straight. 9 laps complete, 16 to go here from Road America for Aiden Frost. Ruben Sparkle's now all over the bumper here. Seth Rollins for 9th place. Could be a battle for 9th. Ruben Sparkles has done a nice job here this afternoon so far. Not really any battles going on. See, Logan Hart and Simi Javel actually is a battle going on, as these two going at it for 19th place. Chase Dandridge just up behind him, and then Nico Harland as well. Oh! Marissa Samethi in the background! Crash! Owen Strickland, Ethan Crow! Marissa Samethi, heavy rear end damage. Caution is out. Christopher Jenkins is in the pits. I saw it in the background there. Samethi, heavy rear end damage. What has gone on here? And we are under caution. Owen Strickland with heavy front end damage. And we're under caution here on lap 10. And now this is going to open up pit road, and I would assume everyone pits under caution here. But we are going to have a restart. And this is going to rack the field back up. Jenkins in the pits after maybe some sort of mechanical issue. No. Jenkins just full on made a pit stop. Yeah, the field will catch up to the pace car, and we're going to go find out what has exactly happened to the number 28 of Marissa Samethi here. Here's what happened to Marissa Samethi here in the 28 car. As they head on to the brakes, Ethan Crow goes wide, Drayton gets into it, and then they all really come together around when Drayton and Crow, heavy impact there from Marissa Samethi. And we'll get some onboards. Here's the onboard from Marissa Samethi now in the 28 car. So onto the brakes here for turn 2. And see, Crow goes wide, so does Drayton. They come together, and then Samethi just gets hooked by Drayton, and then pretty hefty hit there for the number 28 car. Here's Eli Drayton's onboard camera here. Go onto the brakes. Ethan Crow's going to go wide here. So does Drayton, though. And they come together, and then just Samethi was there. Luckily enough, only 4 cars involved. And here's Owen Strickland's on board the 34 car. He's going to get, I think, one of the worst of it here. So Drayton goes around and he tries to gas it up, but just runs into Eli Drayton there and gets some pretty hefty front end damage. But we're back here from Road America under caution here for the first time this afternoon as Marissa Semethi, Eli Drayton, Owen Strickland, and Ethan Crow got into it in turn number 2 to bring out the first caution of the afternoon, just under halfway here. But the pits are going to be open this time, and everyone we should, I would assume, see come into the pits here and try and get 4 fresh tires and enough fuel to get to the end of the race. Aiden Frost so far has led the whole way. He's led the first 10 laps of this race in the M&M's America 100. And hold on a minute, because Aiden Frost has actually pulled out of line a little bit. Have I just given him the commentator's curse? And to answer the question I just did, Aiden Frost has reported back to the team he has some sort of tire issue. The tire, I don't know what is up with it. It might be a flat, but also he's been complaining about possibly lug nuts being loose this whole race so far. And the 17 now, who's led the whole race, possible issues under caution here. In this season, tires have kind of been an issue for some of these guys. And I mean, this is the worst, right now, the worst opportunity for this to happen to Aiden Frost while leading the way. Pits are open, so everyone is going to come in, I would assume. We know Aiden Frost is going to come and try and get this tire fixed. Not everyone coming into the pits this time. Aiden Frost will lead them in. But because it's a tire issue, will he decide, or how long will he be in the pits? Is everyone coming in this time? But so everyone into the pit lane. Christopher Jenkins, the only one staying out, as he pitted right before this whole thing happened. Or before this caution happened. So Christopher Jenkins here might be your race leader, and I think he will. So pit strategy for the 32 crew. As Aiden Frost, though, wins the race off pit road over Jordan Pike, Dave Leclerc. Jenkins won't be leading as there's been a crash on pit road. Jenkins is going to come out, I think, just behind Milo Harrington. Tyler Carroll, YouTube alerts drops a few, so does Ali Rain. But there was contact in the pits. I'm not quite sure between who. But we're going to go back racing this time from Road America. So here's the contact in the pits here. Tiger Tom is going to try and come into his pit stall, it looks like. And he gets into Blake Arrows. And then Caleb Storm as well gets involved in it. But that's what happened in the pit lane for some contact. But all 40 cars still running, and we're going to go back racing at the halfway point with 13 to go. Aiden Frost leading the way still. He's led every lap so far this afternoon, and he is trying to continue that. Christopher Jenkins was in the back this entire first half of the race, and now pit strategy comes around. He's going to be restarting in the 6th position, with Tyler Carroll up here as well in 7th. So a handful of new faces. Has a great pit stop for the 16 crew, able to get him up front. Mason Reddick jumping up into 4th now. But the top 3 stayed the same. Blue Oval Performance Group just continuing with Frost, Pike, and Leclerc. And if they could keep all 3 cars in a 1-2-3, that would just be a beautiful start to the weekend and just a great way to cap off this race from Road American, and it'll show the other teams they've got to work on their road course racing type of cars. But the field will go now double file, which means we're going racing this time. We're going to have 13 laps to the checkered flag here from Road America when we go back racing. Everyone should have enough fuel and the tires to get to the end of the race, but will we see another caution before it's over? Can Aiden Frost hang on to the race lead over Jordan Pike, though, is going to be the question. .40 cars still eligible to win this race. Through Canada corner, we're going to get ready to go. Frost and Pike, teammates on the front row, Leclerc and Reddick in row 2. What did it mean for Mason Reddick if he comes back from being out with a concussion and he comes back and wins this race and it's just his first race back? What a story it'd be. Pace car peels in. We're going to go back racing this time. And here we go. From Road America, the M&M's America 100 is going to get back underway. 13 to go. Aiden Frost, Jordan Pike. Into the restart zones. The green flag is waving, and we're back underway in Road America. 13 to go. And Jordan Pike is clear. To the lead. The 11 clears Aiden Frost as they head into turn 1. And that's kind of what I think a lot of people were expecting, is to make that move there for Jordan Pike. Now everyone fanning out onto the brakes here. This is the Calamity Corner, I think. A lot of people could come together, but it looks like everyone has survived. Now we saw in the opening start of the race, this was Calamity Corner, where we saw people running into each other. Onto the brakes now. Not any contact this time, it looks like. Everyone gets through nice and clean. Seth Rollins, a good restart in this 31 car. YouTube alerts, same thing. Tyler Carroll dropping a few spots in the 16 car. As Harrington goes wide, Mason Reddick trying to get fourth, but Harrington fighting here in this number 96. Rollins goes high. The teammates here, HKS Apex Motorsports, battling it out for position. Tyler Carroll versus Seth Rollins. And Rollins will hang on. And behind the two Lehman Monaco Motorsport cars we're going at it. Jake Lehman, Eric Monaco. Harrington now dropping back as he had a moment. And as you can tell, Blue Oval Performance Group, they've run away here with the top 3 positions, as the rest of the field is kind of battling it out throughout the field. Caleb Storm in the gravel there in the 3. Kind of stacks this whole field up a little bit. Christopher Jenkins looking for 4th on Mason Reddick up the hill. But it's Jordan Pike, your new leader here, with 12 laps to go. And YouTube Alert's going to go 3 wide here, it looks like, in a 1. 3 wide in turn 1. Mason Reddick, Christopher Jenkins, and YouTube Alerts going at it for position. Still 3 wide, and you see Carroll and Rollins trying to battle, but you see up in front of them, Dave Leclerc and Aiden Frost going at it. Now they're 2 by 2, side by side for second up the road. But that's not the battle we're paying attention to. It's this big battle here for 4th. Onto the brakes, everyone just trying to survive really at the moment. As what battles we're seeing here at the moment. Carroll now starting to get under attack from Ali Rain all of a sudden. And Rain is going to just go around the outside of Carroll, and I think Marcus Holloway will as well. They're all battling it out for position. Yeah, Holloway's going to get by here. As Carroll runs wide, opens the door for Milo Harrington maybe, but Dave Leclerc now up to second as he gets up past his teammate Aiden Frost, and now Dave Leclerc can set his sights on Jordan Pike. Harrington and Jake Lehman now going at it for position. Lehman couldn't quite get the pass and checked up. Opens the door now. Riley Maddox will get by. Eric Monaco as well. Ryder Holt as well is going to get by. Big mistake there for Jake Lehman, and I think as well Jasper Quinn in that 64 car. He did the same thing Lehman did. Wyatt Mercer nearly went off into the gravel this time. But it's a 3-car breakaway with 11 laps to go for Jordan Pike. These three have been the 3 fastest cars all afternoon long. Harrington still with the fastest lap, though. As 0.8 the gap at the line between Pike and Leclerc. Does Seth Rollins go for the move here on YouTube alerts? Mason Reddick goes wide. Rollins goes wide. Opens the door for Ali Rain on the bottom. YouTube alerts on Mason Reddick as well, just up the road. Here comes Marcus Holloway now, trying to find a way past Seth Rollins. That 21 Napa Auto Parts machine has really struggled this season and is having himself a really strong run. He's the lowest down full-time guy other than Mason Reddick, but Reddick missed a few races. But it has been a rough start to this season for Marcus Holloway. He's up now in the top 10 at the moment, doing a nice job. Going to have an opportunity to get by Ali Rain here, it looks like. But actually, Ali Rain hanging on to her position over Seth Rollins, as Carroll and Holloway go very wide there. Leclerc, though, running down Jordan Pike for the lead of this race. All 40 cars still running. Battles throughout the pack here. Calder's going to check up here in a moment, it looks like, into the chute. Maybe not. Kessler out of checkup. If you're on the bottom trying to go side by side through there, you're going to check up. Sanderson through the middle. What a move there for Troy Sanderson. Mind you, he started this race out in last. Sanderson has found his way just up into the top 25 now. Great start. Great race here for the 41 of Troy Sanderson. But out in front, Jordan Pike now. 10 laps to go from Road America for this Cheerios number 11. Dave Leclerc trying to run him down. YouTube Alerts has gotten up past the 2 of Mason Reddick and up into the top 5 here is YouTube Alerts. Great start for him. Comes in as a part-time driver and 11th in the points, so a great start to the year for YouTube Alerts. Winslow might have ran a little wide there. Simi Javel is going to be all up his bumper here on to this corner. Calder wide a little bit in the 83. Opens the door for Phoenix, this number 99 of Cade Winslow. And Winslow just will make his way on through. As Eric Monaco and Riley Maddox battling here for 12th place in this race. Eric Monaco comes in 5th in the point standings, but it's just so close in the points that really one bad race can really cost you so much in the standings here. Like right now, this is a great opportunity for Aiden Frost to try and get to the points lead here in this number 17 machine. Running in 3rd. Is going to get a big haul of points this weekend from Road America as it stands. You still got Seth Rollins up here in 8th. Rollins most likely is going to still be your championship leader, or he's going to take the lead of the championship after this race just because he's still up here. Rollins so far this year has 2 top 10s. Hasn't gotten to top 5 yet, but is looking to grab his 3rd top 10 in 4 races here and really consider himself as a championship threat this season. Leclerc closes on Pike this time. Gap down to half a second with 9 laps to go. Does Dave Leclerc have an opportunity to get by Jordan Pike to try and win this race? Battles going on back here. Ryder Holt up past Lehman. See Logan Hart in the 1 trying to get by the 88 car, who is starting to struggle a little bit here towards the end of this race. Ruben Sparkles in the 18 is right up here trying to battle. Lehman and Harland go wide a little bit. Look at this battle back here. All for position. But you see Leclerc just trying to find a way to really get by Jordan Pike as we ride on board here with the number 13 machine as we head under the Speedville sign and through the carousel now. Fastest lap of the day still Milo Harrington in that number 96 car. But you see Leclerc's running a little lower line than Jordan Pike is. Down this straight up to 175, 178 was the max we saw Dave Leclerc hit. And again, you see Pike is running at that little bit higher line than Dave Leclerc here. And into the final corner, Pike goes very wide, opens the door maybe for Leclerc to get some momentum. Good run here up the hill for Dave Leclerc. Could have an opportunity here down into turn 1. 8 laps to go. Dave Leclerc all over the bumper of Jordan Pike. Mistake made for Pike could open the door here into 1. Off of turn 1, Dave Leclerc trying to find a way past. Into 2, Leclerc goes wide. Couldn't quite get there, and now could open the door for Aiden Frost to try and get back up into 2nd place. Ali Rain up into 6th, trying to battle Mason Reddick here for 6th place. Ruben Sparkles, Logan Hart battling it out for position. But Pike now with a little bit of a gap because of Leclerc going wide. Still battling it out for 6th back here, Mason Reddick and Ali Rain, but Reddick is going to get back up past the number 20 of Ali Rain. And into 6th place goes Reddick in his return to the Starburst National Tour this season. But it's a great all-around effort by both sides, by everyone so far, as Nico Harland going very wide here, Simi Javel on the bottom trying to get by. And he's going to check up here in a moment as Harland is there. That's going to open the door for Winslow, Calder as well to get up past. Coming up on 7 laps to go. Frost went a little wide in the final corner. Now if this goes green to the checkered, this will be the longest green flag run of the day. Leclerc, big run off of the final corner here. 7 laps to go here from Road America for Jordan Pike. He's got 7.5 tenths to Dave Leclerc behind. Reddick and Rain still battling it out for 6th. Seth Rollins kind of just watching behind. Holloway as well trying to get involved. Rollins on the outside of Rain. Rollins going wide. Holloway is going to get up into 8th place in this race in the number 21, and here comes Tyler Carroll, Seth Rollins' teammate as well. They're going to be side by side here, all the way down to the braking zone. Onto the brakes, who gives? None of them is. They're still side by side here for 9th place. And I think Tyler Carroll will get the position, and he will. Tyler Carroll up into 9th place in this race as he gets up past his teammate Seth Rollins, who's trying to fight back here on the inside. Here comes that 31 as Carroll's off in the grass. Seth Rollins back into 9th place. But where can Dave Leclerc kind of make the pass? As Ryder Holt actually is the second fastest lap of the race in the 67 car. Great effort for him, but now Tyler Carroll has Milo Harrington and Eric Monaco looking to try and get past him behind. Yeah, all 40 cars still running. Pike runs a little wide. All 3 of the blue oval cars went wide in the final corner, but 6 laps to go for Jordan Pike. Dave Leclerc is close here, but not really close enough to be able to make a lunge. Gap at the line, just under 0.4 of a second. And Christopher Jenkins, he gained about half a second this last time by in that 32, so maybe don't count him out just yet because there's still 6 whole laps to go. Harrington runs a little wide. Here comes Eric Monaco looking for 11th place in this race. Trying to get up past the 96, can't quite get there. Monaco runs wide, opens the door for Ryder Holt in the 67 on the bottom, and Ryder Holt gonna try and get by, and he will. Up into 12th place goes Ryder Holt. Three wide here off of 2. Caleb Storm, Jace Torrance, Eli Drayton. But will we see another caution before this race is over? But next week we'll be in Homestead, Miami Speedway for our 2nd mile and a half of the season. As we'll be ready to race we'll be ready to race in Homestead for the Miami 160. As can Christopher Jenkins go back-to-back on the mile and a halves. Leclerc still on the bumper here. Pike coming up on 5 to go. Now you've got to start thinking, if you're Dave Leclerc, where do you make the pass that it won't take him out of the race and you wreck him? That is the one thing you don't want to have happen. Up the hill, 5 laps to go here for Jordan Pike in the number 11. Where can Dave Leclerc make the pass? Aiden Frost is dropping back in the 17, not really becoming a threat late on in this race. 0.3 the gap at the line. Jenkins actually lost some time this last time by in the number 32. It's back up to 5.2 between your race leader Jordan Pike and Jenkins, as Leclerc goes wide again in turn 2. Struggling on the brakes is the number 13 car. There's a caution with under 2 to go. The race is official, as Monaco and Maddox battling it out here for what is now 13th place. Riley Maddox is going to get by the 86 of Eric Monaco and make an easy pass. Yeah, there's a caution with under 2 to go. The race is official. But right now, the last thing Jordan Pike wants to see is a caution here, because we'll be restarting without 3 to go. Under the Speedville sign and through the carousel now. Pretty sure everyone can make it here on fuel to the end of the race. And tires. But could this be the first race this year all 40 cars finish? Into Canada corner now. But into the final quarter, coming up on 4 to go. Pike goes wide. Leclerc gets a better exit off of the final corner. He's going to have some momentum, but just not enough momentum to get to the bumper of the 11. 4 laps to go here from Road America for Jordan Pike. Ryder Holt trying to get by Milo Harrington for 11th. The 67 car looking really strong here late on. Up the inside of the fellow Toyota. But Harrington will hang on for now, but Holt's actually there. Side by side onto the brakes in turn 2. And they're still side by side. But it looks like Ryder Holt might get him here. On the run to 3. And they're still side by side, actually. Not giving up is Milo Harrington for this 11th position. Still side by side. But Holt's got the better traction and he'll hang on. Or he'll get up past him. Back up front, Dave Leclerc closing back up to the 11 car. Does Dave Leclerc have enough? Coming around to 3 laps to go, next time by. A much-needed win for Jordan Pike's season to turn things around after what has been a really rough season here so far, this 11 team. Three laps to go for Jordan Pike. At the line, Leclerc actually lost about half of what he had as he doubled it. It's now up to 8.5 tenths between Pike and Leclerc. Holloway and Rain might start battling here in a moment for 7th. Much needed good run here from Marcus Holloway. But he goes wide, opens the door for Seth Rollins on the bottom. And Seth Rollins will get up into 8th place in this number 31 car. Back past Marcus Holloway. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be between Jordan Pike and Dave Leclerc. Aiden Frost nearly now 3 seconds back. Under the Speedville sign and into the carousel. Both of these two looking to grab their first career wins. And it would boost these two very far up in the standings from where they are. Teammates though, so you gotta race respectfully. Coming up on 2 laps to go. Pike does better through the final corner than Leclerc did. Up the hill, 2 laps to go for Jordan Pike in Road America. Dave Leclerc gap up to 9 tenths. He's going to have to find somewhere, something he can do if he wants to get there. As Marcus Holloway trying to get back up past Seth Rollins here for 8th place. Can Holloway do it? Fastest lap, Milo Harrington. It looks like it's going to end with Harrington. Like Leclerc looks strong through here. But next time by will be the white flag. The final lap here from Road America. Can Jordan Pike hang on and grab his first career win, or can Dave Leclerc spoil it and grab his first career win? Heading up towards Canada corner. Pike still with a pretty hefty gap here to Dave Leclerc. Leclerc is going to need to do something here. Late on the brakes. Just try and get the car rotated more. Just something to try and catch Jordan Pike. Or he has to hope Pike makes a mistake here. Coming to the white flag. Into the final corner here. Pike perfects it. Leclerc runs wider. Not really what you need. Up the hill. White flag in the flagman's hand. One more time around in Road America for Jordan Pike. Gap up to 1.2. Pike has been perfecting the laps these last few times around. One more time around for Jordan Pike. Can he hang on? He's been up front all afternoon long, ran behind Aiden Frost in the first half. The restart, once Pike got the lead, he has not looked back. This Cheerios number 11 for Blue Oval Performance Racing Group absolutely perfected this weekend. Top 3 entire Blue Oval Racing Group, Performance Racing Group. The rest of their team, Noah Renwick has struggled this weekend in the 75 machine. Hasn't really had the speed. Jasper Quinn as well in the 64 hasn't added a lot of speed this weekend. But the other 3 have been absolute rocket ships this entire race. Now to the back half of the circuit. Pike still leading, and he's actually pulled a little bit from Dave Leclerc. Coming up on Canada corner for the final time. It's been a perfect day here for Jordan Pike. Just a handful of corners to go. Up through the S's part for the final time. One corner to go for Jordan Pike here from Road America. Onto the brakes, rounds the final bend. Jordan Pike up the hill for the final time. And for Cheerios and in Road America, Jordan Pike wins in Road America. He wins the M&M's America 100. Dave Leclerc comes home runner-up. Aiden Frost comes home third. Christopher Jenkins in YouTube alerts your top 5 here from Road America. Mason Reddick in his return to the Starburst National Tour grid finishes in 6th. Allie Rain 7th, Seth Rollins 8th, Marcus Holloway and Tyler Carroll, your top 10. Ryder Holt 11th with Milo Harrington, Eric Monaco, Riley Maddox, and Ruben Sparkles, your top 15. Logan Hart, Jake Lehman, Troy Sanderson, Nico Harlan, and Phoenix Calder, your top 20. Cade Winslow, Blake Arrows, Brennan Kessler, Chase Dandridge, and Sean Vickers, your top 25. Simi Javel, Jace Torrance, Eli Drayton, Caleb Storm, and Jasper Quinn, the top 30. Then you've got Tanner Voss, Wyatt Mercer, Noah Renwick, Tiger Tom, Jet Rolland, Merce Semethi, Ethan Crow, Owen Strickland, Caleb Wheeler, and Zane Mercer, your top 40. But what a race. Jordan Pike gets the job done, leads 13 laps this afternoon, and only 2 drivers led. Aiden Frost led the first 12 laps. Jordan Pike leads the final 13 laps to win it in Road America and grab his first career win in the Starburst National Tour. What a team effort by Blue Oval Performance Racing Group this weekend. Just absolute perfecting it. You see the results on the left-hand side of your screen here. But we already went through the results, so if you want to see exactly where your guy finished, if you didn't catch it, make sure to take a screenshot here of the race results, as there is 13th through 40th on your screen. But what an effort for these guys, for Jordan Pike and the rest of the crew. Just perfected it today from Road America. But in the end, fastest lap goes to Milo Harrington. Already after Road America, Seth Rollins leads the point standings by 6 points over Aiden Frost and 6 points over Tyler Carroll as well. Eric Monaco 8 points back, Troy Sanderson 12, Cade Winslow 13, YouTube Blur 17, Jace Torrance 88 out, is 23 out, not 88 out, 23 out, Dave LeClaire 26, LeClaire 20, Lehman 26 as well. Biggest gainer, Jordan Pike gained 18 positions in the standings after his win. Allie Rain gained 16 places after her 7th. Milo Harrington gained 12 places after his 12th place finishes. And the biggest loser would be Hunter Briscoe, but he didn't race. So the biggest losers who did race, being Marissa Samefi and Caleb Wheeler, both losing 9 places after Road America. But we got Homestead next Friday at 5 o'clock. So we'll see you next Friday in Homestead for the Miami 160.